Experienced crew, a normal departure, but just minutes later, it would spiral into a deadly chain of mistakes. Mistakes so small, they almost went unnoticed, until it was too late. Today, I investigated exactly how this routine flight went horribly wrong. Aviation accidents rarely happen because of one big failure. They happen because of layers, human decisions, missed warnings, assumptions, and pressure. This story isn't about blame. It's about how normal slowly turned into catastrophic, step by step. On paper, nothing seemed wrong. The aircraft had flown similar routes many times before. Maintenance logs showed no major issues. The crew had thousands of flight hours combined, but later investigation revealed subtle factors coming together. A minor technical irregularity, pressure to stay on schedule, and a mindset of this happens all the time. Individually, these things meant nothing. Together, they were dangerous. Shortly after takeoff, something didn't feel right. A warning appeared. Not dramatic, not urgent. The kind pilots are trained to manage calmly. The crew discussed it briefly. They believed they understood what was happening. That's where the first critical mistake occurred. They treated an abnormal situation as routine. As the aircraft climbed, more alerts followed. Not every alarm pointed to a new problem. Some were symptoms of the same underlying issue. Inside the cockpit, workload increased rapidly. Information conflicted. Time pressure grew. Instead of stepping back to reassess, the crew became task-focused. This is known as cognitive tunneling, when attention locks onto one problem while the bigger picture disappears. Then the chain fully formed. A misunderstood warning, an incorrect checklist response, a delayed decision to divert, and one assumption that turned out to be wrong. No single mistake would have caused disaster, but together, they erased every margin of safety. At one moment, the flight crossed the line. The aircraft was still flyable, but only if the correct action was taken immediately. Instead, the crew believed they were fixing the problem, when in reality, they were making it worse. That was the exact second the flight became unrecoverable. When the aircraft was lost, investigators faced a haunting question. How did something so routine end so tragically? The answer wasn't mechanical failure alone. It was human factors. Decision-making under pressure, breakdowns in communication, and how experience can sometimes create overconfidence. The final investigation highlighted inadequate situational awareness, failure to recognize cascading errors, and poor crew coordination during abnormal events. Training procedures were changed. Safety lessons were but lives were already lost. Aviation is unforgiving, not because pilots are careless, but because small mistakes compound silently. This flight didn't fail suddenly. It failed step by step, and that's why every routine flight deserves full attention.